Hello, folks. It's me, the KQ Squirrel Moggington. Here to make your night a better place, hopefully. So, prepare for takeoff, grab your gear, warm up the toaster oven, because I want a bagel. I'll have that after the stream. There's more Mass Effect beginning right now. Well, in 5 minutes. I guess it's not technically right now. Anyway, I am less nervous than last night, I suppose you could say. I'm glad that last night seemed to go pretty well, and I'm looking forward to doing more Mass Effect tonight. Just generally looking to play stuff. I have a small lineup of memes and the quad randomizer ready to go. I'm, in general, as prepared as I can be, and yes, hello. Superstar, it's good to see you too. I'm just closing all my background tabs so I don't show you all my Twitter account or whatever on, not Twitter, what's the other thing? Mastodon. So I don't show you all my Mastodon account on camera. But yeah, I'm prepared to get moving. Last time, we managed to get from the start of the game up to getting Commander Shepard promoted. Shepard is now a Spectre, can go wherever she wants, do whatever she wants. And do you know what that means? That means side quests. And it also means that I get to introduce you folks to the true star of this video game. I'm looking forward to that. But until then, we've still got about 3 minutes left to soak in it before we start. Oh, that sounds good. Yeah, that's Zeddy's Legend of Xanadu. Okay, Legend of Xanadu. Cool. Yeah, just getting my phone set up, etc. That kind of thing. And the fan is pre-adjusted tonight, because I'm tired of having to get up and go do that. The font being used for the U letter looks like a small W, does it? I think it's because it's a serif font instead of a sans serif. So there are small tails and flourishes on it. Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely some serifing going on that font. I think serif is how you... I don't know. I don't actually know how that's pronounced. Am I using it? Okay, that's good. I haven't thought about that since I took like a graphic design course in high school. And I spent the entire course playing You Don't Know Jack on the computers in the back of the laboratory, so, like, I learned exactly nothing about graphic design. Except that it's a good idea, and you should hire someone who knows how to do it. Which isn't me. Graphic design is the opposite of my passion. Playing You Don't Know Jack is my passion. I'm way better at that. So we're just about ready to get to the game. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, that counting sucked. Alright, let's move over here. Let's see, I do have my meme window set up. Oh, hold on, let me, grab the chat, bring it down. I got my meme window set up, right? Yeah, memes are set up. So, let's get the game going. I will have to alt-tab out a couple of times as we play, but... Oh, it's just always gonna do that, little box first, huh? Okay. Oh, let me make a quick check. Is Steam running? No, good. Steam controller input makes this go completely nutbar, basically. Alright, so here we are. We got promoted, we got Kaiden, we got... Kaiden? Ashley? Ashley, honey? How did that happen?
So, this is where the Council passes judgment on all us little folk, huh? Ever get the feeling ran over our heads, Commander?
Yeah, I think you might be in over your head, Ashley. Just a little bit. How the fuck did that happen? Let's see if she pops out when we... Yeah, she's fine. Okay. What did you just join? Ashley fell in the hole. Let me load that save again and see if it's still... Yeah. Yeah, there she's down there. Beautiful.
This is it. The very heart of the Citadel. The pinnacle of galactic power. Kinda makes your head spin if you think about it too much.
So I brought up the sound of the mix a little bit. I did my best to. So hopefully the game is slightly more audible. Over or under me, whichever. Anyway, there are a lot of side quests we could pick up here on the Citadel. And we're gonna come back for them. One moment though. Hold on. I gotta get the chat on top of this screen because... here's to a fun time experiencing the wonderful writing of Mass Effect and excusing this game's gameplay mechanics. Yes. Ashley escaped the hole. Thank you for the bits. Thank you for the 300 bits. In celebration, I will give Ashley a little more training in being a soldier. And also some assault training. And some, combat armor training. And Kaiden, boy, you could use some help, Kaiden. A little bit of first aid. Pretend you didn't forget that. It's okay. I believe you. Let's unlock medicine. Thank you for clipping that. Grab some throw, grab some barrier. Yeah, she unlocked being fit, but she has no points in it. Video games. Oh, hey, man. We'll talk to him in a bit, too. Like I said, there are a lot of side quests we're gonna pick up later. But first, I want to go out, pick up our last squad mate, run a side quest, show you guys how side quests work. And then we'll come back to the Citadel. And we'll pick up some side quests and get moving.
In other news, Exogeny Corp is still denying reports that one of their survey teams has gone missing in the Hades Gamma Cluster. When asked why communication with the survey team was suddenly cut off last week, company officials refused to comment.
Well, that seems like a curiously specific news report. When asked what the hell was up with their survey team, company officials went, oh.
Data yet.
I've told you before, you're not allowed.
So yeah, we're headed out to CSEC, which is... I forget.
You're creating
Oh, it's down by the,
Citadel regulations.
embassies.
One is unsure why the other would not.
One irritation that I have in this game is that you can only sprint for about, like, 20 seconds before you start heaving and hawing like you're gonna pass out. Heaving and heavering. Heavering is what you do after you walk 1,000 miles and then you walk 1,000 more. Really quiet background music. This track is just really quiet. Yeah. I will have to play the Citadel ambiance at a louder volume later. Because I do like this track in the background, but it is almost
Breaking news,
unhearable.
Chairman Burns of the Parliament Subcommittee on Transhuman Studies has been kidnapped by biotic extremists.
Oh
The
no.
biotics commandeered a freighter and were last seen in the Hades Gamma Cluster. No demands have yet been made.
Hello, Jaffa. The one thing you guys will notice is that the Hades Gamma Cluster is a hotbed of bullshit. I think like 2/3 of the side quests in the fucking game take place down there. Now, before we leave the Citadel, we can unlock something. Up here. Oh, decryption too low. I gotta... We can unlock something down here? No, we can't. Okay, well, I kind of thought we could, but... I'm just checking my map. Ah, Requisition Office. It's on the other side of CSEC. I played this game like 5-6 times. I've played this game before, guys. I swear. The Requisition Officer down here is who I wanted to talk to.
One sec, looking you up.
Stop poking your monitor.
Commander Shepard, here with the Alliance military. First time on the Citadel, that about right?
How did you know all that?
I'm the CSEC requisitions officer. I need to make sure our buyers are authorized. So, will you be purchasing anything today, Commander Shepard?
Show me what you got.
Sounds good. Just let me set you up. Well, this must be a mistake. System's telling me to offer you our select stock. Spectre? Well, I'd heard about that, but I didn't realize it was you. Sorry, Commander.
Just show me what you've got.
I'll open the rare stocks for you, Commander. Enjoy.
So, as a Spectre, the most elite of the Council, the Council's, personal enforcers, you gotta buy all your own shit. So, here I am, selling off the salvage. I'll be hearing that line again. I will be hearing that line again. Here I am selling off a bunch of our salvage so that I can afford to even look at this shit, because it's expensive. Guardian 2 for Turing. Okay, I can sell off. How are these? These both have exactly the same stats. I'll just sell this one. Alright. Anyway, as you can see, all this stuff is pretty expensive. All I'm gonna buy is a license, which I'll explain in a bit, and a grenade upgrade. Maybe a biotic amp. No, this is almost identical to what Kaiden's already got. I don't care. Alright, we'll be back later. Let's get to the ship.
Celebrations are being planned for the anniversary of the end of the Rachni Wars. Many Council worlds, particularly Asari and Solarian colonies, will hold victory parades to commemorate the defeat of the invading Rachni. In a rare admission of debt, several Asari colonies have invited Krogans to be honored for the victories the uplifted Krogans made possible.
What do you do for like a Rachni victory party? Do you buy like little plastic spiders? Throw them at people?
I've got big news for you, Shepard. Captain Anderson is stepping down as commanding officer of the Normandy. The ship is yours now.
She's quick and quiet, and you know the crew. Perfect ship for a Spectre. Treat her well, Commander.
They weren't for a long time. I'll dig into the Codex in a bit.
I want the truth. Why are you stepping down, sir?
You needed your own ship. A Spectre can't answer to anyone but the Council. And it's time for me to step down.
Come clean with me, Captain. You owe me that much.
I was in your shoes 20 years ago, Shepard. They were considering me for the Spectres.
What happened?
I failed. I couldn't make the cut. It's not something I'm proud of. Ask me later and I'll tell you the whole story. For now, all you need to know is, I was sent on a mission with Saren, and he made sure the Council rejected me. I had my shot. It came and went. Now you have a chance to make up for my mistakes.
Anderson looks like a baked potato. I cannot see him any other way. He is Mr. Potato Head. My face, of course, is meant to be deliberately disconcerting. Kaiden is just a guy, you know, he's...
Saren's not gonna get away this time.
Saren's gone. Don't even try to find him. But we know what he's after. The Conduit. He's got his Geth scouring the Traverse looking for clues.
We had reports of Geth in the Pharos system shortly before our colony there dropped out of contact, and there have been sightings around Noveria.
Find out what Saren was after on Pharos and Noveria. Maybe you can figure out where the Conduit is before he does.
And a lot of this I have slightly modded so that it's backported from Mass Effect 3. I think I have Anderson, for example, backported from Mass Effect 3. And he might not look correct under this game's lighting.
The Reapers are the real threat.
I'm with the Council on this one, Shepard. I'm not sure they even exist.
But if they do exist, the Conduit's the key to bringing them back. Stop Saren from getting the Conduit, and we stop the Reapers from returning.
I'll stop him.
We have one more lead. Matriarch Benezia, the other voice in that recording. She has a daughter, a scientist who specializes in the Protheans. We don't know if she's involved, but it might be a good idea to try and find her. See what she knows. Her name's Liara, Dr. Liara Tassoni. We have reports she was exploring an archaeological dig on one of the uncharted worlds in the Artemis Tau cluster.
So, real talk, I usually save picking up Liara for last, because I don't care for her that much. And it's so bad for me, in fact, that when I was playing this on the test recording, I was like, huh, Ashley, Tali, Kaiden, Rex, Garrus. Did they just give you all of the party members here at the start of the game? I don't remember any others. And then I got to this line and I was like, oh, Liara exists. Right.
Sounds like we should head for the Artemis Tau cluster.
It's your decision, Commander. You're a Spectre now. You don't answer to us.
But your actions still reflect on humanity as a whole. You make a mess and I get stuck cleaning it up.
I'll take care of Saren. You take care of the political fallout.
Not exactly the answer I was looking for, Shepard. Remember, you were a human long before you were a Spectre.
I'm not a ghost,
I
man.
have a meeting to get to. Captain Anderson can
I'm still
answer
human.
any questions you might have.
Well, I mean, if that gives me a reason to abandon my humanity, I'll take it, but...
Yes, Commander?
How are you holding up?
Honestly, this isn't how I pictured my career coming to an end. Pushing papers really isn't my thing, but you're the one who can stop Saren. I believe in you, Shepard. If that means I have to step aside, so be it.
But yeah, I do feel like I should pull up a comparison picture of, like, Captain Anderson in Mass Effect 1. Can I get that up real quick? Like, specifically Mass Effect 1, Captain Anderson. Not really, I don't think. I'm not sure. No, wait, hold on. Can I? Nope. I can't get this to pop up. Well, I can show you, like, an extremely blown-up view of him. Which is this. Please ignore my other tabs. And, he still kind of looks like Mr. Potato Head, I'm sorry. The man is just not photogenic. Liara doesn't do much in Mass Effect 1, pretty much, no. He looks almost human. I think that's a compliment.
Tell me what happened with you and Saren 20 years ago.
It's close to 20 years ago now. Ambassador Goyle was our representative here on the Citadel. Like Udina, she wanted to get a human into the Spectres. She chose me.
I generally think he looks
The
better.
Council sent Saren to keep an eye on me and evaluate my performance.
He's less flat.
Just like they sent Nihilus to keep tabs on you.
I think I deserve the whole story.
We had intel on a rogue scientist being funded by Batarian interests. He was trying to set up a facility to develop illegal AI technology out in the Verge. Alliance intel had done all the work, but the Council wanted a Spectre involved. We compromised. I was assigned to help Saren in his investigation. We tracked the scientist to a refining facility on Kamala. He was hidden away somewhere inside, protected by an army of Batarian mercenaries. The plan was simple. Sneak into the plant, capture the scientist, sneak back out. Quick, quiet, and a minimum of bloodshed.
I love how every time you ask somebody about their backstory, the game gives you multiple chances to tell them, I don't care, fuck off.
I'm guessing things didn't go as planned?
Saren and I split up to cover more ground. Then about halfway through the mission, there was a massive explosion in the refinery core. Officially, it was ruled an accident, but I think Saren detonated it on purpose to draw off the enemy guards.
Sounds like overkill to me.
The explosion tore the refinery to shreds. The whole place was on fire. Black chemical clouds poured out into the atmosphere. Nobody inside survived.
Oh,
There was
minorly
a camp for the
overkill.
workers and their families nearby. Between the fires and the toxic fumes, the final death count was over 500. Mostly civilians. Saren didn't care. The target was eliminated. Mission accomplished. And I ended up taking the blame. That ended all talk of me joining the Spectres.
Saren caused the explosion. How'd he pin it on you?
In his report, Saren accused me of blowing his cover. He said it was my fault the guards were ready for us. He claimed that's why it turned into a massacre. Saren's report was all the proof the Council needed to kill my chances of becoming a Spectre.
The only thing I care about is stopping Saren.
You're right, Commander. It's no good living in the past.
You're right, I don't know why I told you that story. Never mind.
I should go.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Let's get a move on. But I mentioned the Codex. And there are tons of voiced Codex entries.
In the early 2160s, the Krogan evolved in a hostile and vicious environment. Until the invention of gunpowder weapons, eaten by predators was still the #1 cause of Krogan fatalities. Afterwards, it was death by gunshot. When the Solarians discovered them, the Krogan were a brutal, primitive species, struggling to survive a self-inflicted nuclear winter. The Solarians culturally uplifted them, teaching them to use and build modern technology, so they could serve as soldiers in the Rachni War. Liberated from the harsh conditions of their homeworld, the quick-breeding Krogan experienced an unprecedented population explosion. They began to colonize nearby worlds. Even though these worlds were already inhabited, the Krogan rebellions lasted nearly a century, only ending when the Turians unleashed the Genophage, a Salarian-developed bioweapon that crushed all Krogan resistance. The Genophage makes only 1 in 1,000 pregnancies viable, and today, the Krogan are a slowly dying breed. Understandably, the Krogan harbor a grudge against all other species, especially the Turians.
Now, I had a fantasy once upon a time that we were going to listen to the entire Codex. I'm pretty sure we're not going to end up doing that, but I'll try to get some important stuff in here and there.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
I heard what happened to Captain Anderson. Survives 100 battles and then gets taken down by backroom politics. Just watch your back, Commander. Things go bad on this mission, you're next on their chopping block.
Captain Anderson should be the one in charge. It's like I'm stealing the ship from him.
Yeah, the captain got screwed. But it's not like you could have stopped it. Nobody's blaming you. Everyone on this ship's behind you, Commander. 100%. Intercom's open. If you got anything you want to say to the crew, now's the time.
Alright, let's make our stirring speech.
This is Commander Shepard speaking.
We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds the conduit. I won't lie to you, crew. This mission isn't going to be easy.
For too long, our species has stood apart from the others.
Now it's time for us to step up and do our part for the rest of the galaxy. Time to show them what humans are made of.
Wherever Saren goes, we'll follow.
Wherever he searches for the conduit, we'll be there. We will hunt him to the very ends of the galaxy and bring him down.
This is the most important mission any of us have ever been on.
The fate of an entire galaxy is at stake. We will stop Saren no matter what the cost.
Well said, Commander. Captain will be proud.
Fancy speeches won't stop Saren from finding the conduit. If we really want to make the captain proud, we better get this bird in the air.
Yes, ma'am.
And then we just kind of snap into position. The cutscenes in this try so hard. Anyway, so much of what you can examine unlocks various Codex messages. Let's walk around and get to know our crew before we head out. We're probably going to kill an hour on that.
If anyone has to take over for Captain Anderson, I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure about having non-humans on our ship, though.
We're all on the same team here, Presley.
With all due respect, ma'am, that's what they said about Nihilus. Look how that turned out.
Speak freely, Presley. I want to know if you have a problem with non-humans.
It's not that, Commander. Humanity has always handled its own problems. Saren attacked one of our colonies. We should be the ones to stop him. We don't need their help.
Okay, what did I just say about, like, for too long we have stood apart? Were you listening to me? Are you paying attention?
This is bigger than humanity. Saren's a threat to every species in the galaxy, and I'll welcome anyone who wants to help me bring him down.
I guess so. Maybe I'm just stuck in the old ways of thinking. But don't worry, Commander, this won't be a problem.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, ma'am.
So, back here, we've got a little, FTL comm room. 3 podiums, so you know this is where we're going to go to talk to the council. And a bunch of really comfy-looking chairs. Why can't we get, like, chairs like this? I want a chair like this for my house. Apartment, whatever. Down these stairs, we have a little freight elevator that takes us down to the hangar. We've also got Kaiden. Do we want Kaiden? Oh, we've got him. Let's start at the bottom, work our way up. This elevator is still the... You will spend most of your game time in this elevator, it feels like. That's the one that they didn't speed up or make skippable. don't know why. Here's our drive core. Isn't that thing big and shiny? I don't know what the fuck it does. It's big and shiny, though. There's a field integrity monitor over here. It gives us a codex entry. I hope the field is integrated.
Hey, Commander, you know that Quarian, Tally? She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engines.
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is. Give her a month on board and she'll know more about our engines than I do. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
I figured she'd be a real asset to the team.
You got an eye for Tally, Commander, but I'm guessing that's not why you came down here.
I want to know more about the Normandy.
She's the best ship I've ever served on, probably the fastest vessel ever designed. And she's the only one using the new Tantalus drive core.
Is that the thing behind your head?
What's so special about the Tantalus drive core?
Proportionally, it's about twice the size of any other vessel. Not only are we faster, but we can run at FTL speeds longer before we have to discharge the core.
I want to know what discharging the core means. That sounds dangerous.
Fill me in on the IES stealth system. How does it work exactly?
You can't hide a ship out in space. They emit too much heat and radiation. Too easy for sensors to pick them up, unless you find a way to capture those emissions. So our stealth systems trap the energy we give off in storage sinks built into the ship itself. No emissions to give away our location. Eventually the sinks have to be vented. More than a few hours silent running and they overheat. Cook us inside our own hull.
So we fart in a jar and keep it. Got it.
There's no way for anyone to detect us?
A visual scan can still pick us up. Anyone looking out a window can see us plain as day. But you have to be pretty close to get an actual visual out in space. Most vessels rely on scanners. As long as the stealth systems are engaged, they can't see us. Not unless we accelerate to FTL speeds.
Why doesn't it work with faster-than-light travel?
Cranking up to FTL blue shifts our emissions, pushes them into frequencies too high to capture in the sinks. As soon as we make the jump, it's like setting off a flare. Sensors can pick up our location whenever we enter or exit FTL flight, but for short-range missions, our stealth systems are amazing, and we've got the only one.
Now you would think that would come up. Like, ever.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, Commander.
I don't know if we ever really use the stealth system in this game. Anyway, let's hang out with Tally for a while.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
The Normandy's a prototype, cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space.
Technically, you're standing.
I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
Way back when I first played Mass Effect, I kind of thought that Quarians were like a different kind of Geth or some kind of robot, because her facial bubble was completely opaque. So I could not see that there was like a face in there. And I just spaced out on all of the like suit lore.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla. Grow our own food, mine, and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
She's kind of she is a permanent suitor. She lives in that thing.
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla, and each of us relies on the others for survival. The bonds among my people are strong. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child. If our population grows too much, it would strain our resources to their breaking point. Of course, we also can't allow our numbers to become too few. If our population is in decline, the rule against single births is temporarily repealed. In extreme cases of population decline, incentives are even offered to encourage multiple births, though the Conclave hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
Fleet Admiral Shinzo Abe.
That's your government.
The Conclave is our civilian branch of government. Each ship can elect a representative to serve on the Conclave and make decisions that affect the fleet as a whole. On matters that affect an individual ship, however, the captain has the final say. It's a tradition that dates back to the early days, when the fleet was governed by martial law. Fortunately, most captains nowadays are smart enough to have an elected council from their crew to give them advice and guidance.
Yeah, 17 million is a pretty small population to be this intensely political.
So the ultimate.
On the other hand, limited living space.
In practice, the Conclave and the respective council for each ship tend to set the rules that govern our daily lives. But in theory, we are still under military jurisdiction. The 5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty Board. These 5 have the power to overrule any decision by the Conclave in case of emergency. To do so requires unanimous agreement among the Admiralty, and they can only do this once. After that, the entire board must resign their posts. It's a safeguard that served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the Conclave 4 times.
I want to know more about the Geth.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins, what they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
So, Tali is about to tell us the story of the Geth. And I'd like to remind you all that she is a very biased narrator. For good reason, but...
Interesting.
The Geth were originally created to serve as an automated manual labor force. Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI. Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true AI status.
How come the Council didn't step in and stop you?
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law, but we never did anything that was actually illegal. The changes were so insignificant, so gradual, that we were able to control them. Or so we thought. But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. 1 million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
So the Geth share brain power?
Many of the Geth's logic systems were designed to work in concert with other nearby Geth. Basically, the more of them you have in a group, the smarter they are.
So there's some sort of group consciousness?
No, nothing like that. They cannot share sensory data or information. Their programming cannot handle that much simultaneous input. Each Geth maintains an individual awareness and identity. The neural network only operates on a process-based level. It's basically the synthetic equivalent of a subconscious. But when they're in close proximity, they can coordinate low-level functional processes, freeing up more capacity for original or independent thought.
Also note that some of her information may be extremely out of date.
What made them rebel?
As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract. One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive? Why am I here? What is my purpose? As you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
I don't see what's so bad about those questions.
The Geth were created to engage in mundane, repetitive, or dangerous manual labor. That's fine for machines, but it won't satisfy a sentient being for long. The Geth were showing signs of rudimentary self-awareness and independent thought. If the Geth were intelligent, then we were essentially using them as slaves. It was inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first. A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
Wait a minute. My sentient forklift is asking me questions. Emergency! Slam the brakes! They were skirting the laws. Why were anti-AI laws in place before the Geth? Have you seen the internet lately? Yeah, their solution to building a slave rate was kill them all.
Hey, you can't blame them for fighting for their survival.
We had no other choice. The Geth were already on the verge of revolution. By acting quickly, we had a chance to end the war before it began. The hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated. The war was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld. We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the Veil. Now we drift through space, exile searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
It's hard to feel sorry for you. Your ancestors tried to wipe out another species.
We made a mistake when we created the Geth in the first place. But we did not make a mistake when we went to war against them. If we had not acted, they would have wiped us out. They're a synthetic life form. They have no use for organics. None. Why do you think they cut themselves off from the rest of the galaxy? Why do you think they've killed every organic being who's ever tried to contact them?
No, they're uncomplicated killer space robots. Don't think too hard about it. Please. Reverse. Back up.
They didn't kill Saren.
What does that tell you? The Geth are not innocent victims in all this. They're the enemy. They want to destroy us. Not just the Quarians. All organic life. That's why they've joined up with Saren. And that's why we have to stop him.
I should go.
See you later.
I fucking love that tonal whiplash. No! They're gonna kill all organic life! Okay, bye. Oh yeah, see ya. Man! Thanks for telling us about your cultural genocide, Tali. Garrus! You gonna be a ray of sunshine? Ah, the Maker. Really should have that other witch. Hey, Garrus, be a ray of sunshine, please.
Thanks for bringing me on board, Commander. I knew working with the Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
Have you worked with the Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
For the most part, the rules are there for a reason.
Maybe. But sometimes it feels like the rules are only there to stop me from doing my work. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it.
But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
So, here's Garrus. He is incredibly a cop. The community's favorite cop, but...
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
It's not the end of the world. You'll have tougher decisions soon enough.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Either way, I plan to make the most of this.
And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
If getting the job done means endangering innocent people, then no. We get the job done right, not fast. Got it?
I wasn't trying to. I understand, Commander.
At least he's willing to be cool about it. Ashley! How you doing?
Commander?
What's your opinion of the last mission?
Kinda wish you'd got there sooner, Commander. No offense, I appreciate the rescue. I just wish...
We came as soon as we got the distress call, even with the fastest ship in the fleet.
You did the best you could, Commander. It's my fault. If I had been more alert, we wouldn't have been cut down by an ambush.
The Geth are perfect ambushers. They don't move, they don't make noise, they don't even breathe.
They have flashlight heads, ma'am. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Actually, what the hell does that have to do with anything?
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
I'm sorry, Commander. I need to get my duties squared away. I wouldn't mind talking more later, though.
Dismissed, Chief.
They do, in fact, have, you know, heads that emit light beams, but... they have flashlight heads, ma'am. Rex! How's it going, Rex?
Nice ship you've got, Shepard. What can I do for you?
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story. Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
You Krogans live for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
I heard about that. You know, they almost did the same to us.
It's not the same.
It seems pretty much the same to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
I suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
I was just making conversation. I wasn't trying to upset you.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
Honestly, I view Rex as kind of the ideological conclusion of, like, Klingon culture, or that general, you know, proud warrior race of mercenaries. They leave home, they go out, they die, nobody repopulates. They're all in trouble.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it. All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far. Every Krogan is infected, every one. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist? You ask a Krogan, would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time. It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that. Nobody can.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Hyden is the only one who can save us now. Also, yeah, speaking of Rex's, like, hump. He's got a handle back here. But he is a lunch basket. I imagine there is a sandwich tucked right up in there. I'm just saying.
Hey, Commander. Looking for some extra supplies before you head out?
Supplies!
What have you got?
Whatever you want. Armor, weapons, mods. It's not standard Alliance issue, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Well, as long as you don't mind paying for it.
Why should I pay you for my weapons and armor?
My stuff doesn't come from the Alliance. I have to purchase it myself, and it's not cheap. Hell, the licenses alone have set me back more than I'd like. But no licenses, no goods. Without the goods, I'm out of a job.
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
If I find a cure, I can use it on myself and my chosen one first and acquire a harem. Yeah, keep that in mind. So, licenses are what you buy to get this guy different manufacturers. And then you can, buy them from him. It's nice, it's useful, it's cool. They never use the system again after this. Mass Effect is where a lot of ideas went to die at BioWare. Like the shop links in yeah, very much like that, actually. Alright, Kaiden. Please tell me you have something happy to talk about. You sweaty, sweaty man.
Anything you need, Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I don't see how we could have done things any better. At least not without getting to Eden Prime sooner. And we were on the scene faster than any other Alliance ship could have been.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
Okay, cool, bye.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
So that's my crew. They're all depressed, genocidal, or both. This is gonna be a fun mission. Thank you. There's one thing left, and this isn't in the base game. This is a mod. There's a personal terminal mod that allows you to get emails from various characters. And we have a stack of emails to go through. Message from Captain Anderson. Shepard, I'm sure you're already finding your marks as the new commander of the Normandy. Take care of her for me, will you? I forgot to tell you I had the private terminal of the Normandy reconfigured to respond to your credentials. Although if you're reading this, I imagine you figured it out. Anyway, I just hope you won't receive too much bad news. Anderson, you have no fucking idea. Good luck out there. I'm the Arbiter. Goodbye. Keith David out. Admiral Hackett.
Frozen water.
Thank you for the hydration redeem. Greetings, Commander. Congratulations on becoming the first human Spectre. It's a big honor. You'll do humanity proud. My name is Admiral Stephen Hackett, Commander of the Alliance 5th Fleet. We haven't met in an official capacity yet, but I'm sure that will change soon. As Inspector, you and, by extension, the Normandy and her crew answer only to the Council now. This leaves your post as a Lieutenant Commander in the Alliance in some kind of limbo our bean counters are still trying to wrap their heads around. Shepard, I'll be clear, we didn't invest all those credits into the Normandy for no reason. We had several special ops in mind for that ship, and although we can no longer command you to carry out orders, we still need those missions seen to. I'll be in touch soon with details of those special ops. As and when. I know your pursuit of Saren is your top priority, so any assistance you can provide for those missions will be greatly appreciated. Message from Admiral Hackett. Ice is frozen water. Yes, Admiral Hackett is your side quest dude. He will be calling us every 15 minutes to let us know that some Alliance patrol stepped into the toilet and they're gonna die and only we can save them, and we're gonna go to try to save them and they're gonna be dead. It'll be great. We're gonna have a fun time. Engineer Marcus Grieco. Hello, Commander. Congratulations. Repairs to the Mako IFV have been completed and the vehicle is ready for deployment. The Mako is my baby. The Mako is my large adult child. I love the Mako. We've tuned up the 155mm mass accelerator cannon and overhauled the onboard VI. Should be capable of limited self-repair in the field now, as long as you have the Omnigel to spare. I'd recommend having someone on board with specialization in electronics to oversee that aspect. I will not remember that. Also, we've taken the liberty of installing boosters on the rear of the vehicle. Fuck yeah. It's adapted from the same tech as the jump jets already installed, only this time it'll send you forward, not upward. Also to make the Mako feel a little less sluggish on the acceleration. The Mako is my giant baby. I love it so much. You'll see the Mako soon. Message from Corient Migrant Fleet, Captain Shepard Vos Normandy. News vids have reached us here on the flotilla of your induction into the Spectres, as well as those who accompanied you as you prepared to depart from the Citadel. Firstly, I must congratulate you upon your new appointment. It has become apparent to us here at the flotilla that you have enlisted the help of one of the children of the Migrant Fleet. I must warn you, Tali Zara is an impressionable young woman on her pilgrimage, not a soldier. We implore you to consider Tali Zara's safety as a matter of highest priority. If something unspeakable were to happen to her, the Admiralty of the Migrant Fleet would no doubt be inconsolable and may hold you and all those who stood by personally responsible. May you stand between your crew and harm as you lead them through the empty quarters of the stars. Kila Salai, Admiral Royal Zora von Alare. I believe this is a message from Tali's dad. Telling us, don't fucking get my daughter killed, you piece of shit. Cheers, Tali's dad. We'll be gentle. Dossier on Saren. Yep, okay, I don't care. Unidentified message from Android X57. We'll deal with this later. Admiral Thaddeus Ahern. This is letting us know that the Phoenix, the Pinnacle Station is available. Pinnacle Station is a training ground mission. I like to go there later in the game. We can ignore this for now. And that's it. Please don't bang my daughter or I'll start a war. I know people who would consider that a fair trade. Anyway, let's get out there. So, here's the galaxy map, and we're at the Citadel. So let's zoom out, and here's the Serpent Nebula, and then we zoom out, and here's the Milky Way. And here are all the places we can go. Welcome to Mass Effect, everybody. I do want to run one side mission before we start off. Is the Hades Gamma cluster of it? Yeah, Hades Gamma's right there. Yep, midway through Stream 2, we finally open up the world. I'm sorry. I love this music. What is that Gemini Sigma? Hold on. I want to check the, That's Hades Gamma. Hades Gamma. Oh shit, I never gave this to Emily! So, I was gonna take off, but I gotta go back and hand a USB stick to a reporter. This is my fault, I forgot. I can't just email her, but it does give me a chance to put into play the squad randomizer. I'm gonna click the randomize squad button, Ashley and Tali, and that's who we're rolling with.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
We'll hear that a lot, too. Oh, Tali has 14 points for me to assign. I'll give her electronics. because obviously, a couple points of Quarian Machinist, some basic armor skills, and some skill with pistol. Yeah, you shipped? Okay.
In a further development in the Eden Prime investigation, the Council has reportedly revoked the Spectre status of one of its operatives. While the unnamed operative has not yet been apprehended, a Council spokesman confirmed that corrective actions had been taken.
There is not a pairing on this crew I would not ship, honestly. Just wait till we get to Mass Effect 2 and 3. Holy shit.
In light of the recent attack on Eden Prime, many Colonial investors are pulling their support for future
You may ask,
projects.
why are you riding the
Proponents of
elevators?
expanded
And,
human
I know I can
colonization
fast
insist
travel
that Eden
directly,
Prime was an isolated
but
case. Nevertheless, colonist enrollment...
it's a Mass Effect experience. You gotta ride the elevators, you gotta hear the elevator conversations. Right, I went the wrong place, though, so we are in fact gonna hit the fast travel terminal. Because I'm a dingus. Where is the fast travel terminal? Multi-directional arrows. You know, I would accept that. On a deep sea ship, everyone is a private. Isn't that on a submarine?
I've told you before, you're not allowed in here. This one believes it has the right.
Let's just pop down to the wards. You've arrived at the markets. I could go shopping, I don't want to. Not this way, that's CSEC. No. I mean, that's the lower markets. On a submarine, everybody is eaten by Rex. And I've made it weird. I'm sorry. Hey, Emily! This USB stick.
Word on the street is that you've been busy. Congratulations on taking down Fist. I was sure he was a big player in anything going on here. Did you find anything in his office that could help me?
These OSDs might have the information you're looking for.
You've got Fist's files? This could be even bigger than I'd hoped. Here, Commander, for your trouble.
What would my future cooperation be worth? Say, an interview when my investigation is over?
Exclusive? You talk to me before you talk to anyone else? That would be worth quite a bit, and I'd be very happy to compensate you accordingly. Here you are. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should go see what's on these discs.
Yeah, remember DVDs? They were what we used to use. Okay, anyway, I still want to go out and do a couple missions before we properly come back here. Back to CSEC. I loved some of the best years of my life were spent watching VHS tapes.
In other news, Exogeny Corp is still denying reports that one of their survey teams has gone
We're
missing
gonna hear
in the
this a
Hades
lot.
Gamma cluster. When asked why communication with the survey...
Skip. Okay, now we can take off and go do some side quests.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
So there's a fun bug sometimes where that, decontamination...
The commanding officer is aboard.
That
Exo
decontamination
Presley
beam
stands relieved.
will lift the other party members in the air. They'll bounce up and down on it a few times. It's fun. Good times. Okay. Side quest. God damn it. We have two anomalies here. One in Gemini Sigma, one in Attican Beta. I'm gonna go with Gemini Sigma, just for the hell of it. The Ming system. Sure. Detaching pancakes. Why is the ship's announcer Shepard? I don't know. Shepard was the exo. Maybe she recorded a bunch of dialogue for the ship. I couldn't tell you. Anyway, this is Starship System. I'm just checking out these asteroids because sometimes there's hidden asteroids. You can go to any planet and survey most of them. Scanning Altanork revealed something of interest in a debris field. Joker brought the Normandy in close, and a small team was able to retrieve some valuable detritus, including a League of One medallion. This is one of the many collectible things side quests. There are a bunch of collectible shit out here. There's a League of One medallions, there's Prothean data discs, there's various bits and bobs, and we're gonna collect them all. Why do they exist? Because we can. A scan from planet Perig revealed a large deposit of titanium. We get paid for that. All of these planets have unique little biographies here. I think some of them are really cool. Like, in a few million years, this planet's atmosphere will begin to boil away into space. That's neat. But here's that anomaly, the MSV Worthington. Let's check this place out. Oh, I remember this. Fuck, I picked the absolute worst possible quest to start with. Who's ready to get serious? The Worthington is a Kowloon-class modular conveyor of human design. All the ships are modular. That's why they all look identical. Configured for mixed freight and passenger hauling. The ship appears to be in a shutdown state, the main thrusters are cold, and it is adrift off the orbit of Antiropius. Registry of the Morrison Company, Shanxi. Thought Sirius was somewhere else. That's true. Sirius is somewhere else. Alright, and who's coming with us? Click randomize. Kaiden and Garrus. Team Blue.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore.
Yep, okay. I'm gonna assign Garrus assault rifles, mostly. No, you know what? I'm gonna assign him enough to get him into medium armor, and then assign him some assault rifle skill. And now we can give Garrus some of this Turian armor that's been kicking around. Let's see, the Survivor armor makes him look like a giant banana. Or the Guardian armor, which just makes him look metallic. I kind of have to. You're a banana now, Garrus. I hope you enjoy that.
Exo Presley has the deck.
Great. Sniper rifle, light armor for humans. I like armor. Nope, that is worse than what I have. It's better than what you have, which is sad. Oh, good! Banana Squad, roll out! And let's give Garrus an assault rifle upgrade. Complete with anti-personnel rounds and improved sights.
Looks like the ship's deserted.
Everything's shut down. Only basic life support is running.
I like how these ships have glass floors, so you can see the absolutely fucking horrifying yawning void of space out there. And here we seem to have a modular maze. with fusion containment coils set up.
Somebody set that trap. This whole place could be wired.
So let's shoot those before we walk into them next time.
Enemy sighted. That's it. Bag 'em and tag 'em.
It was a fusion thing! No, I selected the pistol because we're just shooting crappy little thingies. Activate the freighter mainframe. This terminal seems to be an override control for the Worthington's onboard system. A quick scan reveals a deliberate shutdown of nearly every function save life support, and all remaining power has been rerouted to the medical bay. Intriguingly, the terminal's last recorded action is a command to cut power to the forward door, timestamped minutes before your arrival. Administrator-level access is restricted, but the last command appears to be an isolated override, possibly rushed and not fully integrated into the system lockdown. This loophole should allow you to reverse the command, restoring power to the doors of the bow of the ship. In other words, I pushed a couple buttons and now those doors open.
Did you hear that? Sounded like footsteps.
These doors are locked, but this one's open. So yeah, let's get, decryption still too low. I gotta put more points in decryption when I have a chance. I need to fill this bar to the fucking brim. Never mind that I will be leaving loot on... Well, it's not as important, I guess.
Looks like that machine is keeping him alive.
No brain activity. He's dead. This body is nothing but an empty shell.
Leave him alone until we know more about what's going on here.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Yeah, so there's a guy on life support. Let's check out the medical logs. Shangzi's premier budget passenger liner. Terminal locked. Please input ID for Dr. Smith. You simpering robot. Can't find your keycard. For your convenience, this terminal is equipped with a keycard tracking system. Activate it to pinpoint the last known location of your card. Remember, efficient operations keep us flying. Let's find Dr. Smith's keycard. Giant Minnie Mouse bow. Oh boy! Ooh, a malfunctioning object. Okay, so I'm going the wrong way. Whoops. Aha! As the storage locker swings open, you discover a jumbo collection of personal belongings. Among these items, you find Dr. Smith's keycard. Scattered around are various other items, including a small framed photograph of a man and a woman. You recognize the man as the comatose patient in the medical bay. Notably, nestled among the items is an L2 implant maintenance kit with one of the crew members a biotic. So now that we have this keycard, we can unlock the terminal. See what happened here. Play last entry.
Jacob's not going to make it. His brain was deprived of oxygen for too long. There's nothing any of us can do for him now except let him die with dignity. Is what he would want. I'm more worried about Julia now. She's showing signs of severe depression. I gave her some meds that should help, but I better warn the captain.
Valid. Let's unlock the crew quarters. Medical alert. Emergency in the crew quarters is dated 422 days ago. Emergency door override is available. Your scheduled appointment with Julia Meakin is 421 days overdue. I'm sure that doesn't mean anything. So it looks like some stuff went wrong here.
Damn. What happened here?
Damn. You find a security card on the captain. Oh, good. Oh, hey, loot! One moment, I gotta play Frogger. Okay, we're good. I got a new shotgun. That's good, right? Oh, holy shit, I love that.
Let's go.
And, I have some points to put into decryption.
Honestly, it's not as easy as one might think to go insane.
Still, what is it? It looks more like it's lacquered right onto the floor, but... yeah, some of these dudes are charred. Anyway, let's, try the logs.
They say Jacob's gone. They say his brain isn't functioning anymore, and they want to shut off his machines. But Jacob's the only thing in the world that matters to me. I don't know how to help him, and it's tearing me up inside. I just feel so helpless, so damn angry. Dr. Smith gave me some meds to calm down, but I didn't take them. I can't. Not until I figure out a way to help Jacob. I won't give up on him. I won't!
That was a roll, yes. Alright, let's check out the, cockpit. More blood.
Jacob is showing no signs of brain activity. There's nothing more we can do for him. He wouldn't want to be kept alive by machines, so we're going to disconnect the life support. Dr. Smith is worried about Julia's reaction, though. She can't seem to let Jacob go. The stress is making her implants flare up, causing intense migraines. It'll probably be easier for everyone if we don't tell her until after we shut the life support down. Give her a chance to... Julia, what are you doing here? Why are you...
I hope my last words are something like, why are you... Also, hello. Hi, Julia. I don't know what the hell hit her. As Julia falls, the last piece of this tragic puzzle falls into place. Her desperate actions, driven by grief and side effects from her L2 implants, led to a grim ending for the Worthington's crew. Now all that's left is to deal with Jacob and return to the Normandy. Anyway, she blew up. I guess.
Target's down.
So what do we do about Jacob? Do we, go with what we believe his last wish is to be and disconnect the life support? Or do we just leave him on life support in a drifting ship with no crew? Well, obviously what we do first is we loot the place, but... let him die with dignity. That's no way to live, or he's not our problem. I'm gonna go with dignity. Because, yeah, if he specifically, would not want to be kept alive, hey.
It's time to let him go. Shut down the machines.
You did the right thing, Commander.
On whose standard? Like, I don't know why they assigned a Paragon score to that. But, anyway, if you notice, he's so far gone, he's missing the back of his head. Like, that is clipped straight into the, sofa. Anyway, rest in peace, Jacob. Rest in peace, Julia. Been there for over a year. That's true. 622 days? That's, no, 422 days. Ugh. If I'm ever in bed for 422 days, try an air horn before you disconnect my life support, please. I might just be asleep. Anyway, that's not the first side quest I had in mind, but... Oh.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
Boop. Boop.
Logged. The commanding officer is aboard. XO Presley stands relieved.
I love how Shepard goes out in her armor, and when she's, like, out of decontamination, she's already stripped down to her hoodie. Big, like, leaving work energy. Oh. News bulletin from FCC News. Emily Wong reporting. Shining a light on organized crime in the Citadel wards. Although there has been word on the street for many years the infamous Cora's Den on Zakara Ward is a hangout for local crime lords and drug dealers, FCC can today report on this with certainty. Having recently acquired data straight from the files of Cora's Den's most previous proprietor, I like that phrasing, a human male known as Fist, the station can now shed some light on the topic. According to the data, which was very extensive, Fist had dealing not only with organized crime lords who used his bar regularly to arrange deals and move product, but also with the equally notorious information trader known as the Shadow Broker. His files make references to discussions with the elusive Terminus group known as the Collectors, though it's not known whether any deals were made. Most interestingly is that nestled in among this treasure trove of information is a reference to the Spectre, Saren Antarius. More specifically, dealings with him. In a complex web of deceit and betrayal, Fist appears to have betrayed his crime lord patrons as and when it suited him. First to the Shadow Broker, and next to the Council Spectre. In particular, Arterius was most recently interested in recovering incriminating data that may have damaging implications. Stay tuned as we drill down deeper into Fist files, and bring you more of the latest deep dive into the seedy underbelly of the Citadel. So Emily is having a good time. I'm glad. She's out there having a blast. Alright, let's go pick up our final crewmate, Liara Tassone, who is in one of these systems. Let's start with Nothos. Getting arm deep in Fist yeah. That Fist is penetrating deep. I am not saying anything else on that subject. Ooh! Metallic asteroid. We found platinum! Hell yeah, platinum! It's, metally. Arcanes. Hydrogen helium gas giant. Developed as a full-featured, if modest, stopover for ships hauling refined materials from Therium. And we found some nitrogen. Cool. Everyone loves nitrogen. Zakros. Most of the surface is not solid enough to support the full weight of a landed ship. Well, we can't land there. Here's Therium. Oh, here's where Liara is. So we're gonna check out the rest of the system before we poke Therium. Phaestos. The surface is scorching hot. There is little of interest. Armene is a terrestrial world with an unusually thin atmosphere of krypton and xenon. Its surface is composed of silica with deposits of carbonaceous materials. The initial flyby probe of Armene detected multiple areas at the equator with oddly regular surface protrusions. Closer investigation revealed these as millions of elaborate crypts a few meters below the surface, left by a long-extinct spacefaring species called the Zayoth. Many human universities wish to perform archaeological excavations. Council law holds gravesites as sacrosanct, however, and the matter has been tied up in court for decades. I think that's cool as hell. We sound like a tomb world. Anyway, did we look at this? Yes. That is some sweet lore. Anyway, let's land on Therium, and I can introduce you to my favorite member of the crew. As soon as we've rolled to see who's coming with us. Who's coming with us? Rex and Ashley. Team, let's blow the shit out of everything. Zero tech strength. That's fine. So this, my friends, is the Mako. I love the Mako. The Mako is my beloved child.
Commander, I'm picking up some strange readings. Really strange, like off the damn charts. It looks like it's coming from an underground complex a few clicks away from the drop zone.
I just want to... Well, first off, let me assign some points. Couple points in combat armor. Get heavy armor unlocked. A point in fitness. And Rex, you can have lots of fitness. Some barrier. And some assault rifle skill. And I mentioned that Rex's helmet makes him look like a goober. It kind of does. Now, there is something I want to show you guys.
Remember that time you dared me to launch the Mako off a cliff?
No, I said, Shepard, don't launch the Mako off a cliff. And you said, don't tell me what to do, Garrus. And then you launched the Mako off a cliff.
That's the Mako experience. I love the Mako. Yes! So the Mako handles like a cow with wheels. It has jump jets, so you can boost it into the air like the brick it is. It has a machine gun. It has a cannon. And we're gonna drive it real close to the lava and hope nothing bad happens. I fucking love the Mako so much. Handled like a chinchilla covered in flutter. Yeah, that is a description. What's that noise? Oh shit, hi. So those are Geth. Those are Geth platforms. They're little centauroid armatures, yes. We can shoot them from back here. But we're in the fucking Mako. Let's go. Oh yeah, I have a mod that restored... They attempted to quote-unquote fix the Mako for the Legendary Edition. I installed a mod that puts it back. Kinda. Those are turrets. Let's pop them.
Only a fool punches a Nathak in the mouth. We should sneak around and pull its tail.
What Rex is trying to say is that we shouldn't attack this fortress head on. But fuck you, I'm in the Mako! You probably don't actually have to use the main cannon on the random individual Geth, but I refer you to point 1. Fuck you, I'm in the Mako. Okay. Yes, you do. You know, that's a valid point. Yes, you do. I am also just gonna snipe these turrets. You can just let the rockets go underneath you. That's what the jump jets are for. Now we can get out and open some doors. Me and my drum-fed shotgun. One day Gareth will he will. We're going to build a fighting force of extraordinary magnitude, forged in the traditions of our ancestors. Also, everything we kill in the Mako tends to give us some kind of item drop. I'll equip all of that stuff in a bit. You know, that's actually a point. Can I get Phasic, Hammerhead, Tungsten? No, I can't really. I can go with Chemical Round 3. My gun shoots war crimes. High caliber barrel. Hell yeah. Ooh, Scimitar. Yeah, alright. Pistol Edge 3. Yeah, I'll take that. You know, there's gonna be a lot of me digging around. Ashley is non-bananaed. Oh well. There's gonna be a lot of me digging around in the menus over time in this game. Yeah, it's better. No, it's not. What am I doing? High explosive ammo is like level 7. Yeah. Anyway, I think we left a rocket turret outside, and I can't abide that. Alright, let's get out and finish off the local gas and, open these doors. Really funny, yeah. So that is a biotic, shield. Some enemies can put them up. I don't know if any of your party can put them up. Gate activated. But yeah, I will work on that, believe me. My testing Shepard was an infiltrator, which uses the sniper rifle. And you can turn the sniper rifle into, like, the damage cannon. Very easily. It's a work of absolute beauty. Tech shield, that's why Overload kills them. Oh. I didn't know Overload killed them. Which way are we going? We're going, this way. Which means that's the wrong way, which means I go this way. Dodge! Don't fall in the lava. And I said, Shepard, don't jump in the lava. And Shepard said, don't tell me what to do. And then she jumped in the lava. Drive by. Oh, hi. Dropping off more enemies. Whoops. Took some rockets anyway, it's fine. This is a Geth Colossus. It's like a really big armature. And yeah, you can just push them over. You can really bully these things. It's kind of hilarious and sad. We have a whole big tank, after all. We have so many. It's fine. It's fine. Through this tunnel. Yeah, they're just large Geth. Large Centaur Geth. Gethtar. Geth launched. I almost hit his friend. I almost hit his friend with his flaming body. War crimes. Bump, chicka bump, chicka bump, chicka war crimes. Okay. There's nothing over that way, so I think we're up to my least favorite. No? Are we going this way? I don't think we're going this way. No, there's nothing over here. Okay, that's cool. There's a couple of, like, flat pack vehicles. IKEA flat packs. I love the booster! Refocus. Explode. Thank you. Hi, I'm gonna land on you. How you doing? Hey, mobile cover. Okay, so this is the worst part of this particular mission.
En route.
We have to leave the Mako. I think you can get the Mako over this barrier. In the original. I don't know if you can cheese it out. No, I don't think you can cheese it. Can I? Hold on. Maybe if I hit this hill just right. Whoop. Fucking half-pipe it. No, they have an entire invisible wall structure here. Okay, maybe if I jump the lava. No. Alright, we're gonna die. So let's reload that. Alright, so we'll play it like they want us to. Happily, you two have stopped standing on each other. This is our get along shirt. What do I want? I want a little more decryption. I want more throw power. And I want some shotgun. I want carnage! Carnage! Yes! Rex, you can also join me in the shotgun club. Ashley, you get more fitness. And you can unlock the ability to use sniper rifles. Alright. No, that doesn't mean I want to use sniper rifles. Okay, Ashley just has an Avenger? Well, I could... Oh well, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. This definitely isn't a hard fucking fight that has me reloading every few minutes, I swear to God. Nothing about the upcoming stuff is hard as hell. So let's just, hi! Hello, everybody! Trinity Shepard here. Ready to do some war crimes with my radioactive shotgun rounds. Also, are y'all hearing this music?
Powering up. Shields disabled. I'm hit.
Okay, I'm gonna die. No, I'm not. Yes I am. Whoa! Okay! Alright, where are the snipers? Hey, snipers! Where are you? Shepard is hit. It's fine. Throw. Fuck off.
All patched up.
There's the sniper. How about if you couldn't use your gun? Wait until we get to the polonium. I do like some polonium rounds. And now I can use their cover. If I use cover. Which I don't. Because I'm a Vanguard, baby. Ow, that was a rocket. That was a fucking rocket. That was a rocket. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, I'm gonna stand here for a second.
Patching you up.
That was the Vanguard experience right there. Alright, this bullshit. Can't run through the rockets? You just wait. Stop giving me my pistol back. So these are... The way these little guys move is, something. Yeah, the Geth Stalkers, and then we have to deal with a Colossus on foot. Reloaded like 20 times on this fight. I had a pretty high reload count myself. Geth Stalkers, making it possible to see shit on your radar? And also my gun was overheating, so I didn't shoot him. And see, if I had been able to see him on my radar, I would have known there was a dude behind me.
Patching you up.
Is Ashley dead? Ashley may be dead. Hold on. I need to fix Ashley. I didn't put any points in. Oh, shit. So there's a skill called Unity, which brings your dead party members back real quick. Maybe you should have invested in that one. Hi. It's cool. Rex will save me. Save me, Rex.
Someone give me a hand!
Powering up.
Yeah, you can sabotage the tank's gun, which makes it somewhat unable to fire. Unfortunately, I gotta get in a bit closer to deal with those snipers. Oh, it's not a Colossus, it's an armature. Well, that's much better. Can I throw it? Alright, that was not my brightest move. Let's try that again. Thank you for killing, Gabriel. This someone's gonna ride the Metagel a little harder, but... Oh, nope, Ashley's down again. Sorry, Ashley. It's cool. I love the Dingus. Kill him every chance you get, please. So I pushed him over and shot him in the ass. I'm not proud of that, but in war, you do what you must. Okay, I gotta take out this trooper. And this sniper if possible. Okay, that was possible. Now all we need to do is beat the armature, which... Maybe if I get behind it. Doesn't really help. Happily, we can disable its gun temporarily. Unfortunately, it is only temporary. Right. And you gotta watch for it to reactivate. Take 3. I know you're... Okay, there's nobody there.
Ice is frozen water.
Thank you for the hydration. I will drink in just... Yeah, you know what? I will drink, actually. Num num num. Liquids. They are liquidy. Alright, throw him over. Open fire. Run. Heal. Disable that gun. Oh, recharging. Yeah, I have Carnage. Blank. Sabotage. Get shot sideways. I thought they could only shoot straight. That shows what I know. Alright, this time let's sabotage early. And then, Carnage. Carnage is like a rocket launcher for your shotgun. It does pretty good damage. Speaking of rockets, I have grenades. I forgot about the grenades. Have a grenade. Yeah, no, the one gap in the series we need is... Well, that's a spoiler, never mind. I'm not going to talk about that, actually. Sabotage. Carnage, I'm going to take out the sniper with this. Warp? Yeah, I'm not gonna go any further into that, actually. That's some stuff I don't want to get into. Alright, armature's down. Now we just need this dude. You? Shut up. Okay, I punched him. There we go, okay. That was tight, but we beat it. And we didn't have to reload 50 times. Although, we did have to reload more times than I wanted to. Actually, I have a hammer tube sniper rifle. And that's really all we got, huh? Rex have a Reaper sniper rifle. We've just missed those claims. How much it must hurt being dissolved like that? The radiation? Oh yeah, that's gotta suck. Anyway, we found Geth here. That means that Dr. Tassone must be in trouble. For the record, you see these sort of, corrugated whoops, oh shit. I was admiring the architecture, I fucked up. Yeah, I love this corrugated iron tunnel. Usually there's a little dribble of water right down the middle here. It looks really nice. I like it a lot. High caliber barrel. Maybe I should, oh yeah. Anyway, more gas. Throw. Goodbye.
Dare you to spit over the side.
Ashley, what are you, 6? I'll spit over the side. I don't give a damn. Okay, we aren't going this way. That was a shot? Was it? I mean, coming from me, are you 6 is... Okay, we died. I forgot how quickly those can kill you. Rip, Jenkins. Fuck. Alright, we gotta do it again. This time I'll save before we go down the elevator. Anyway, you see that white bar that comes up on screen when I'm jogging? That is my stamina. There's never enough of it. I can just walk to the left and... Never mind. Dodge all sabotage. Let's see if I can duplicate that shot. Nope. Hold on. Can I get the camera? That's indecent. Alright, save first. Oh, squad points. I do need Unity. Ashley, you should have some sniper rifle training. And a little bit of first aid. Rex. Shotguns.
Dare you to spin over the side.
Down we go. This time, let's not die. It is a daring new strategy I'm trying. Not dying. Ooh, medical kit. That'll help. Alright, Carnage. Sabotage. There we go.
Sterile white. Protheans sure build things homey.
I did not hear a fucking word of that. Thanks, Rex. The audio balancing in this game is fucked sometimes. Elevator out of order.
Hello? Could somebody help me? Please?
I'd like to introduce our last party member.
Can you hear me out there? I'm trapped. I need help.
Liara Tassoni, I presume?
Thank the goddess. I did not think anyone would come looking for me. Listen, this thing I'm in is a Prothean security device. I cannot move, so I need you to get me out of it, all right?
We'll get you out of your weird predicament bondage. Don't worry about it.
How did you end up in there?
I was exploring the ruins when the Geth showed up, so I hid in here. Can you believe that? Geth, beyond the veil! I activated the tower's defenses. I knew the barrier curtains would keep them out. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please!
We'll find some way to help you.
There is a control in here that should deactivate this thing. You'll have to find some way past the barrier curtain. That's the tricky part. The defenses cannot be shut off from the outside. I don't know how you'll get in here. Be careful. There is a Krogan with the Geth. They have been trying different ways to get past the barrier.
They're the Krogan with me, too.
Let's get moving.
Okay. Oh! We got more Geth. Hi, Geth. I have a shotgun. And sabotage. Yeah, the first game's facial animation is... It exists. They tried. Great example of what I said last night. What did I say last night? Was it something about was it something about, like, committing my favorite war crime simulator? Oh, what Penguin said, okay. The curse of being a streamer, kind of, is that everything anyone puts into the chat box, you think it's meant for you. Scimitar 3, okay. Okay! That's a big damage jump. And... It's better. Alright. Rex, actually, do you have a better shotgun? Scimitar... Okay, yeah, this is better. There we go. So there's not a lot to work with down here. No, it's fine. It really is fine. I just... Sometimes I reply to shit that I'm not meant for me, and I'm like, oh. There's not a lot to work with down here, so we're gonna go with the mining laser. Let's guess. It's not really obvious. I'm just pushing buttons. There we go. This'll help somehow. Thank you for killing Goofy with a mining laser. You're all great, you know that. If you push enough buttons, something will explode. It's true.
Oh, how did you get in here? I didn't think there was any way past the barrier.
Superior firepower.
We blasted through with the mining laser.
Of course. Yes, that makes sense. Please, get me out of here before more Geth arrive. That button over there should shut down this containment field.
Hold on, Commander. Her mother's working with Saren. Can we trust her?
I am not my mother. I don't know why Benezia joined Saren. I don't want anything to do with that Turian bastard.
If she was with Saren, the Geth wouldn't be trying to kill her.
Ugh. Anyway, yes, this is Lightning's voice actor, if you played Final Fantasy XIII.
Any idea how we get out of this place?
There is an elevator back in the center of the tower. At least I think it's an elevator. It should take us out of here. Come on! I still cannot believe all this. Why would the Geth come after me? Do you think Benezia's involved?
Saren's looking for the conduit. Think fast, Miss Prothean expert.
The conduit? But I don't know...
What the hell was that?
English voice actor, yes.
These ruins are not stable. That mining laser must have triggered a seismic event. We have to hurry. The whole place is caving in.
Joker! Get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister!
Aye, Commander. Secure and away. ETA 8 minutes.
Gonna be close, Skipper.
If I die in here, I'll kill him.
Thanks for access valuable input. Rex is my second favorite Krogan in this series. Stomp. Dun 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 dun.
Surrender. Or don't.
Man was strutting.
Fun.
Anyway, fuck this.
We don't have time to deal with this idiot. Charge!
I like your attitude.
Shields down.
Krogan are less imposing than you'd think. Everybody like it. Break out the shaky cam!
Too close, Commander. 10 more seconds we would have been swimming in molten sulfur. The Normandy isn't equipped to land in exploding volcanoes. They tend to fry our sensors and melt our hull. Just for future reference.
We almost died out there, and your pilot is making jokes?
It's a coping mechanism. You'll get used to it.
I see. It must be a human thing. I don't have a lot of experience dealing with your species, Commander. But I am grateful to you. You saved my life back there, and not just from the volcano. Those Geth would have killed me or dragged me off to Saren.
What did Saren want with you? Do you know something about the conduit?
Only that it was somehow connected to the Prothean extinction. That is my real area of expertise. I have spent the past 50 years trying to figure out what happened to them.
Now, we talked about the limited animation in this game. And yet, they have animation for Liara, like, wiggling around in her chair, adjusting her butt. Which I think is hilarious.
Just how old are you exactly?
I hate to admit it, but I am only 106.
Damn! I hope I look that good when I'm your age.
A century may seem like a long time to a short-lived species like yours. But among the Asari, I am barely considered more than a child. That is why my research has not received the attention it deserves. Because of my youth, other Asari scholars tend to dismiss my theories on what happened to the Protheans.
I've got my own theory on why the Protheans disappeared.
With all due respect, Commander, I have heard every theory out there. The problem is finding evidence to support them. The Protheans left remarkably little behind. It is almost as if someone did not want the mystery solved. It is like someone came along after the Protheans were gone and cleansed the galaxy of clues. But here is the incredible part. According to my findings, the Protheans were not the first galactic civilization to mysteriously vanish. This cycle began long before them.
Where'd you come up with this theory? I thought there wasn't any evidence.
I have been working on this for 50 years. I have tracked down every scrap and shred of evidence. Eventually, subtle patterns start to emerge, patterns that hint at the truth. It is difficult to explain to someone else. I cannot point to one specific thing to prove my case. It is more a feeling derived from a half-century of dedicated research. But I know I'm right, and eventually I will be able to prove it. There were other civilizations before the Protheans. This cycle has repeated itself many times over.
Rex doesn't give a shit. Also, I love how she is like, I leapt right out of the cradle and started investigating the Protheans when I was a toddler, Asari-wise. It's taken me 50 years. I have a number of gut feelings. That's my evidence. Liara, honey, we have that kind of scientist on Earth, too.
If the Protheans weren't the first, then who was?
I don't know. There is barely any evidence on the Protheans, even less on those who came before them. I cannot prove my theory, but I know I am right. The galaxy is built on a cycle of extinction. Each time a great civilization rises up, it is suddenly and violently cast down. Only ruins survive. The Protheans rose up from a single world until their empire spanned the entire galaxy. Yet even they climbed to the top on the remains of those who came before. Their greatest achievements, the mass relays and the Citadel, are based on the technology of those who came before them. And then, like all the other forgotten civilizations throughout galactic history, the Protheans disappeared. I have dedicated my life to figuring out why.
Liara is Asari Daniel Jackson. Complete with being tiny baby.
They were wiped out by a race of sentient machines, the Reapers.
The Reapers? But I have never heard of. How do you know this? What evidence do you have?
Well, I have a really strong gut feeling.
There was a damaged Prothean beacon on Eden Prime. It burned a vision into my brain. I'm still trying to sort out what it all means.
Era doesn't die in a sense. That's valid.
Yes, that makes sense. The beacons were designed to transmit information directly into the mind of the user. Finding one that still works is extremely rare. No wonder the Geth attacked Eden Prime. The chance to acquire a working beacon, even a badly damaged one, is worth almost any risk. But the beacons were only programmed to interact with Prothean physiology. Whatever information you received would have been confused, unclear. I am amazed you were able to make sense of it at all. A lesser mind would have been utterly destroyed by the process. You must be remarkably strong-willed, Commander.
Okay, this isn't helping us find Saren or the conduit.
Of course, you're right. I am sorry, my scientific curiosity got the better of me. Unfortunately, I do not have any information that could help you find the conduit, or Saren.
I don't know why Saren wanted you out of the picture, but I think we'll be a lot better off if we bring you along.
Thank you, Commander. Saren might come after me again. I cannot think of anywhere safer than here on your ship. And my knowledge of the Protheans might be useful later on.
And her biotics will come in handy when the fighting starts.
Good to have you on the team, Liara.
Thank you, Commander. I am very grateful. Oh, I am afraid I am feeling a bit lightheaded.
When was the last time you ate or slept? Dr. Chakwa should take a look at you.
It is probably just mental exhaustion, coupled with the shock of discovering the Protheans' true fate. I need some time to process all this. Still, it could not hurt to be examined by a medical professional. It will give me the chance to think things over. Are we finished here, Commander?
Go see the doctor. The rest of you, dismissed.
Mission reports are filed, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Now, before we do that, I want to show y'all something. This is what happens here if you recruit Liara normally. I mean, she's your last squad member. Most people zoom right off and recruit her immediately. However, let me just, real quick, mute the game audio. If you leave her for last, there is an alternate recruitment scene. And, I want to go ahead and play that.
When you discover Liara, she will have some unique dialogue. I'll show you the Renegade version first, and then the Paragon one. The middle
So, with, Renegade version first, Paragon 1 next. Maybe we should skip straight to the Paragon version, because that's what I did, but... let's watch both.
Options are almost identical to the Paragon ones, so I won't include those for now.
Can you hear me out there? I'm trapped. I need help. Are you real? Oh, no. Don't be stupid, Liara. Humans do not come here. You're hallucinating. And talking to yourself. Oh, Goddess. I am going to die here.
We're here to save your sorry ass, so snap out of it.
You're rude for a hallucination. My subconscious must want to punish me for being this stupid.
Doesn't matter what you think. I'm getting you out of there.
You almost had me convinced there. I would not expect a hallucination to be defiant. Well, I'll play along. As you can see, I am trapped here. If you're as real as you claim, find a way to get me out.
How'd you end up in there?
Ah, yes, the figment of my imagination wants me to retrace my steps. See if I can figure out where I went wrong. I was exploring the ruins. When the Geth showed up, I ran in here and activated the defenses. The barrier curtains could protect me. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please.
You shouldn't have been messing with technology you don't understand.
I know how it works. I've studied it. Oh, calm down, Liara. You're yelling at a figment of your imagination. Listen, if you're real, find some way past the barrier curtain. Find some way to deal with the Geth. Then use the control panel to release me. If you're not real, leave me alone. I'm tired of talking to myself. Now I am hallucinating that you are inside the tower. I must be getting worse. Earlier, I even imagined I heard thunder.
We used the mining laser to bore through.
You bored through? You're real, aren't you? By the goddess, you're real. I'm sorry. I thought you were a hallucination. I thought I was going mad. Please get me out of here before more Geth show up. Are you real? Oh, no. Don't be stupid, Liara. Humans do not come here. You're hallucinating.
Yeah, I was amused by this.
Oh, Goddess. I am going to die here.
I'm real, and I'm getting you out of there.
You're oddly lucid for a hallucination. They don't usually claim to be real. Or do they? I guess I wouldn't know. I don't usually hallucinate. At least I don't think I do.
My name is Shepard. The Office of Special Tactics and Recon sent me.
A Spectre? That's good. What else would I conjure up? A protector figure, yes. Perfect. Comforting. Well, I'll play along. As you can see, I am trapped here.
Also say hello to, the incredibly low-resolution textures on clothing in the original Mass Effect.
If you're as real as you claim, find a way to get me out.
We just need to figure some way past this energy field.
It's a Prothean barrier curtain. I knew it would keep me safe from the Geth. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please.
We'll find some way to help you.
Of course. What good is a hallucination if it can't offer false hope? Listen, if you're real, find some way past the barrier curtain. Find some way to deal with the Geth.
Yeah, 2007.
Then use the control panel to release me. If you're not real, leave me alone. I'm tired of talking to myself.
Anyway, that's roughly all we're going to watch right now. Oh, I forgot about this meme. I do like this meme. You've got the whole group sprawled out. Shepard wakes up. Why are we lying on the planetary surface? You flip the Mako and knock yourself unconscious, so we laid down next to you so everyone would think we were just chilling. And Tali's like, yep. Anyway. Back to the game. Let me just put the meme screen away. Catch me through the council, Joker.
Through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
We've received your report, Commander. I understand Dr. Tassoni is on the Normandy. I assume you're taking the necessary security precautions.
Don't tell me how to do my job.
You are free to act as you see fit, Commander. Our role is to offer guidance and advice.
It's up to you if you're smart enough to listen.
This is a very renegade thing, but I can never resist, ever, ever, ever.
I don't need this.
Communications cut, Commander.
Fuck the Council. We're doing things our way. Alright, and now we take another 20-minute loop of the ship. Chatting it up with people. Oh, unread messages. Oh, welcome back, Commander, from Charles Presley. While you were away on mission, things here on the Normandy were uneventful. The most excitement we had up here was upon your return. I must say, it would have been rather thrilling to watch those lava geysers erupt. If we hadn't been swinging around in our harnesses, Joker avoided them. Commander, I know we spoke about this before, but I have to ask, is it wise to have another alien aboard the Normandy? Especially one with close ties to Saren's top lieutenant. She might say she hasn't spoken with her mother, but how do we know she's telling the truth? I don't mean to be inflammatory nor question her decisions. I just think caution ought to be warranted. Message from ShepardFan3000. Hello, Commander! I do hope this reaches you. I paid a Volus 300 credits to date your extranet address for me. I just wanted to say again what an honor it was to meet you in person, Commander Shepard. Let me know when you're back on Earth. I'd love to buy you that drink sometime, winky face. Thank you for your service. All the best, Conrad Werner. Message from Erdnot Rex. Come down to the cargo bay. I want to talk to you about Saren. Rex. Alright, we'll head down and we'll hit up Rex. First off, though, let's go chat with Joker. I like to check in with Pilot every now and then.
I prefer gold to silver, you know, for my medal. I figured you'd recommend me for one since I, pulled your boots out of the fire.
If we present you with a medal, you'll end up sitting on stage listening to politicians make speeches for a couple of hours.
That's a good point. They'd probably make me shave, too. I spent the last 7 weeks working on this baby. No medal's worth that. So, Commander, why don't you tell me why you're really here?
I love talking to Joker. Alright, we're gonna have to ask some insensitive questions in this upcoming conversation if we want, like, full disclosure on stuff. I don't like doing it, but that's the nature of interrogation in some of these games.
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet, if you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
Yeah, you're used to piloting a huge badonka-donk around, aren't you?
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain. You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I am the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet. Top of my class in flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
What are you talking about? Are you sick?
You mean you didn't know? Oh, crap. Okay, I've got Vrolik syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow, too much force and they'll shatter. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack! It's very dramatic, but I've learned to manage my condition, Commander. Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you know, you like the sound of snapping shin bones.
That's valid. I don't really need Joker to dance. We can dance just fine ourselves. I missed the chance to...
My mother was... Spend all that time around Alliance ships, there's a good chance you'll end up going to the Academy.
How'd you end
I
up
missed the
joining
chance to ask him about something.
Look, if you're looking for an inspirational tale of the crippled kid overcoming impossible odds, you're gonna be disappointed. My mother was a civilian contractor working for the Alliance. I basically grew up on the Arcturus station back when they were building up the fleets. Spend all that time around Alliance ships, there's a good chance you'll end up going to the Academy.
I need to know more about this Rolex syndrome if I'm putting my ship in your hands.
Yeah, of course you do. It's an extremely rare condition. Nobody knows exactly what causes it. Genetic, maybe. It's treatable, but there's no cure. They classify my case as moderate to severe. I was born with over a dozen fractures, hip, thighs, ankles. My bones were already breaking in the womb. 100 years ago, I wouldn't have survived past my first year. Lucky for me, modern medical science has turned me into a productive member of society.
I'm not trying to make you uncomfortable. Let's talk about something else.
Whatever you want, Commander.
Why does everyone call you Joker?
It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
I was just thinking how much you remind me of Santa Claus.
Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
Why didn't you ever smile?
Hey, I worked my ass off in flight school, Commander. The world's not gonna hand you anything if you go around grinning like an idiot. By the end of the year, I was the best pilot in the academy, even better than the instructors, and everybody knew it. They'd all got their asses kicked by the sickly kid with the creaky little legs. One guess who was smiling at graduation?
I have to go.
Alright, see ya.
The Joker has a chip on his shoulder roughly the size of Mars, but, he is probably the best pilot you could ever ask for. A lot of bullying in Joker's past, I imagine. Alright, let's check in with the crew. Hi, Kaiden.
Commander, do you have a minute?
I always make time for my officers.
Off the record, I think there's something wrong here. This Saren is looking for records on some kind of galactic extinction, but we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
We'll get things done. I'd rather operate independently than have the brass on our backs anyway.
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming. I mean, it's funny, we finally get out here, and the final frontier was already settled. And the residents don't even seem impressed by the view. Or the dangers.
Well, well. You're a romantic. Did you sign on for the dream, Malenko? Secure a man's future in space?
Yeah, I read a lot of those books when I was a kid, where the hero goes to space to prove himself worthy of a woman he loves, or, you know, for justice. Maybe I was a romantic in the beginning, but I thought about it after brain camp. Biotic acclimation and temperance training. I'm not looking for the dream. I just want to do some good. See what's out here. Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
I didn't go through bot training for my biotics. Tell me about it.
Biotic acclimation and temperance didn't last past the airlock. To the kids they hauled in, it was brain camp. Sorry, hauled in is unkind. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities so an understanding of biotics could be compiled. There are worse results of accidental exposure to Element Zero in the womb. Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
I kind of like Kaiden. He was dealt kind of a shit hand in that he is a very early biotic, which means that he was exposed to weird elements in the womb and got space magic out of it. He has implants that gives him migraines. And he's made the best of it. He's decided to do good with his life. I like the dude.
I heard all about that. How companies would arrange accidents to expose people to Element Zero.
There was never any proof of that. It's not what happened in my case, anyway. My mother was downwind of a transport crash. It was before there were human biotics, a little after the discovery of the Martian ruins. It only gets iffy around 63 when Kinetics was running out of first-gen subjects. Until then, they'd relied on accidentals. Bunch of guys.
Also, are they getting fucking quieter?
School, and next thing you know, you're out on Jump Zero.
You know of any intentional exposures for certain?
No one knows. Doesn't mean they didn't happen. As big as the exposures were, it was hard to track down accidentals. It was different then. No one knew the potential, so there wasn't a lot of regulation. Anything Kinetics did was gold. I'm not saying they intentionally detonated drives over our outposts, but in retrospect, they were damn quick on the scene.
Yeah, I don't know why Kaiden is so quiet, but... Anyway, yeah, biotics in humans were developed when it exposed to element 0 as a youth, and that is... Well, obviously some companies were engineering non-accidental exposure, in spite of how illegal that sounds.
Jump Zero is Gagarin Station, right? What's it like?
Yeah, that's the official name. Biggest and farthest facility we had for decades. Right on the termination shock, the outer edge of the solar system. It's where they did all the Goose Chase FTL research before we caught on to using mass effect fields. It was a sterile research platform when I was there.
Jump Zero's a long way from home. What was it like?
The grand gateway to humanity looks a lot better in the vids. Anyway, this was supposed to be a casual debrief, not a bull session about stuff that happened years ago.
That's true.
I pretty much gave up waiting for the good part.
Bad habit, ma'am. I do tend to run off at the mouth. I will work on it for my next review. Sorry to have wasted your time, ma'am. It won't happen again.
Yeah, that's fair.
Anything you need, Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Dr. Tassoni. Seems like a sweet girl. Easy on the eyes. Hard to believe she's older than both of us put together.
Any intentions there, Lieutenant?
No, Commander. Just art appreciation.
Art appreciate. Okay.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
For the record, I do have dialogue absolutely maxed. And I turned up the audio output, slider a bit. And, I'm literally doing everything I can to get this audible. Dr. Chocolate?
The Asari are remarkable, aren't they? Can you believe Liara is twice my age?
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Okay, bye. Maybe you're right. Maybe I do need a clean recording of I should go.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
No.
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up...
I'm just glad we got there in time.
So am I. I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust you. I know you won't let me down.
It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank you.
Yeah, let's talk about Asari culture for a while.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel. We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is monogendered. Male and female have no real meaning for us. We still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
I don't understand. Your species can mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite the proper term, not as you understand it. Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union. The true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings. We can touch the very depths of their minds. We explore the genetic memory of their species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identities. We then pass these traits on to our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding of other races.
I love Mass Effect in some ways because you can go straight from like, hey, thank you for saving my life. Can you tell me how your species reproduces? In great detail. Like, thanks, BioWare.
What happens to your partner after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
You Asari live for 1,000 years. What happens when your partner dies?
Few sapient species live as long as my kind. We have learned to take a philosophical approach to our unions. We do not focus on the inevitable loss of our partners. Instead, we enjoy the time we spend with them. And even after they're gone, a part of them lives on in us. The union is a connection that transcends both time and space.
Time and space, time and
Do you know who Matriarch Venezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
I love this fucking dialogue option. My father was another Asari. You can do that?
I thought you always needed another species to serve as one of the parents.
Think about it, Shepard. If we were not able to mate with our own species, we would have died out long before we ever mastered spaceflight and left our homeworld. Union with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold. I am what is sometimes called a pureblood. Though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face, it is a great insult among my people. It is possible Venezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
How could anyone abandon their own child?
I cannot answer that. This is all speculation on my part. It is possible she wanted to be part of my life, but something happened to her before she had the chance. Venezia never spoke of her partner. Whatever happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it. She raised me by herself, though that is not uncommon. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Well, that was interesting. What is in this room? I forget. Oh, this is just some quarters that nobody ever really uses. Unread messages. Oh, no new messages. Okay. Wait, that's my quarters! I never use that room. Oh well, let's go talk to Rex. Hi, Rex.
So, we've got Saren on the run.
It won't be long now. Saren's good, but I'm better.
Good. He's rotten. To the core. I could tell as soon as I met him.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
I would've if I thought it was important.
I'll decide what's important. Now tell me how you know Saren.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a job. out near the edges of the Terminus systems. They said it paid well and the boss was never around to ride them. They said he was looking for more men, too. So I checked it out.
I didn't know Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
It wasn't that open, and he only showed his face once. We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo freighter. Our biggest haul yet. I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra credits. That's when I saw him.
What did Saren want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted. He was just moving through the ship, watching. Couple of the mercs called him by name, but he never spoke to them. Never spoke to anyone. I had a really bad feeling about him, so I got the hell out. Didn't even wait to get paid.
That's the only time you saw him?
Yeah. Didn't even know who he was. Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you. But my instincts were right. Every other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week. Every damn one.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Good story, Rex. Bye. Let's get Liara equipped with some stuff. Liara mostly uses, pistols, and that's really about it. We could put her in, like, human armor, but we don't have any good human armor to put her in. I could hand her a sniper rifle, but why would I fucking do that? Particularly when Garrus exists. Anyway, let's chat up Ashley. Ashley's about to get, interesting, I think.
Commander, you have a minute to talk?
I keep an open door policy. If you have any concerns, lay them on me.
Alright. I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but, I'm concerned about the aliens, Vakarian and Rex. With all due respect, Commander, should they have full access to the ship?
They may not serve the Alliance, Chief, but they're allies. At least as far as Saren goes.
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems. Engines, sensors, weapons.
That's enough, Chief. You always second-guess your superiors?
Ma'am, no ma'am. I'm sorry, I was out of line. I'll get back to my duties, Commander.
You gotta keep that shit contained.
Commander?
That said, let's check in on, other stuff.
What's your opinion of the last mission?
Not sure I buy Dr. Tassoni's story about her and her mom not talking. They're family, right?
I think she's being straight with us. Or at least I don't think she lies very often.
Yeah, she's probably really bad at it. Too bad those ruins got destroyed. I mean, they lasted thousands of years. That's impressive.
She's probably really bad at it. Yeah, she's not wrong, I have to admit.
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
I'm sorry, Commander. I need to get my duties squared away. I wouldn't mind talking more later, though.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am.
And let's check in with Garrus.
Commander, how are you?
Why did you want to be a C-Sec officer in the first place?
That's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
Like what?
Probably the same as most officers. I wanted to fight injustice, wanted to help people. I guess my father had something to do with it too. He was C-Sec, one of the best. I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on the vids after a big arrest. He's taking my resignation pretty hard.
He's not impressed that you're going after Saren?
My father's a C-Sec man to the bone. Do things right or don't do them at all, he says. He thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like Saren. He actually talked me out of becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same reasons.
You were asked to be a Spectre?
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre candidate. Me and about 1,000 other Turian military recruits. I could have received special training, but my father didn't like it. He despises the Spectres.
He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability. He wouldn't like you, Commander. No offense.
Not all Spectres are like Saren, you know.
Of course not. Saren's not going to play by our rules, C-Sec's rules. If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures.
Just because you can break the rules doesn't mean you should. I don't need to stoop to Saren's level to stop him. And neither do you, Garrus.
I see what you mean, but I'll think about it. Thanks, Commander.
I mean, I don't want Garrus flying off the handle, becoming, like, absolute rogue murder agent. Seems like a bad direction for him. Also, the music volume feels like it's creeping upward. Like it's attacking...
Looking for supplies?
It's actually attacking the dialogue.
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
Alright, I want to sell off... want to sell off everything with a 1 in the number. A couple of 2s. Okay. How much money have I got? What can I pick up? I mean, I could pick up some human armor. An executioner shotgun. 16 pellets and a double burst. Yeah, please. I will spend all my money on that. So our shotgun now goes baboosh. And we'll talk to Tali.
Oh, hello, Shepard.
Are you okay?
I don't know. Your ship is amazing, and your crew's been really great to me. Especially your chief engineer. But I just sort of feel out of place. The Normandy runs so smooth it feels like we're not even moving. And the engines are so quiet. How do you sleep at night?
You'll get used to it.
But it's more than just the silence. This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing. Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the crowds. Now that I'm out here, I kind of miss them.
Sounds like the pilgrimage isn't just about finding resources for the fleet. Maybe it's about teaching you to appreciate your people and culture.
You're probably right. We Quarians spend our whole lives traveling. But really, we never leave home. The pilgrimage has given me a whole new perspective on our culture. You know, there's always a few who go on their pilgrimages and never return. I always assumed something bad happened to them. But maybe they just wanted a different life.
You do plan to return to the migrant fleet, right?
I could never abandon my people, Shepard. I will go back eventually. But we have to stop Saren first. Otherwise, I might not have a home to go back to.
I should go.
See you later.
Alright. And let's end where we began. Let's head back to the Citadel and do some of the side quests there. Yeah, wrap things up for the night. Tomorrow, we are going back to Terra Memoria. And I don't think we have much of that game left. After that, I have 2 potential candidates. And I'm thinking that maybe Stray Gods Orpheus is the one that I'm going to go with. It just came out. I'm really excited about it. It's about 2.5 hours long, I think. So yeah, we're going back to the musical mines. Let's swing back to the Citadel.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Commander Shepard, my name is Nassana Dantius. I have a job for you. I can't say any more in an unsecured communication. If you're interested in hearing my offer, Meet me on the Citadel so we can talk in person.
The music is
I'll be
actually
waiting
attacking the
in Black
soundtrack.
Lounge on the Presidium.
Avila? Oh, huh. Clamp on the pancakes. Let's head out. Let's head out. It's this way. Lost on my own damn ship. Who comes with us? I don't think it matters. But I might as well... Rex and Tally. Rex getting a lot of mileage. Jeanette Vorman from Bloodlines.
Equalizing
Oh man,
interior pressure with exterior atmosphere.
I haven't thought about Bloodlines
Log.
in ages.
The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Yep, these two have... Give Rex heavy armor. Give Rex some barrier. I would like you to be good at electronics and decryption. Make up for what I lack. And first aid. Oh, and shotguns. Team Shotgun, let's roll!
Rear Admiral Mihailovic, 5th Fleet.
Commander Shepard, SSV Normandy.
You don't know who I am, do you, Commander?
Rear
command the
Admiral
63rd
Mihailovic.
Scout Flotilla. You and the Normandy were slated for my unit after shakedown. Then the Council got their paws, claws, tentacles, whatever. They got them on our ship, and you.
I still serve the Alliance, sir. As a Spectre, I can advance our interests to the Council.
You still know what color your blood is, Shepard? I don't begrudge the politician's decision to throw you to the Council. It's an opportunity. I do begrudge this over-designed piece of tin, though.
You know, I'm generally I'm playing a very nice, very Paragon person. I'm doing my best to be friendly with everyone. Fuck this dude.
This ship has saved our lives a dozen times over.
An exaggeration. I've read your reports. This experiment diverted billions from our appropriations bills. For the same price, we could have had a heavy cruiser. But no, we had to make nice to the Turians, throw money at a co-developed boondoggle. I'm here to make an inspection, Commander. Normandy is an Alliance warship. I intend to see she's up to snuff.
I'm sure you'll find everything in order, Admiral.
I'll just bet. Wait here. I won't be long. Commander, I'm not happy.
Sounds like a fairly common situation.
Commander, I suggest you secure your mouth. It's going to get you in trouble. Who designed that CIC? Putting the commander aft of everyone else is inefficient. What if he needs to discuss with the operators toward the bow?
There are no amateurs on this crew. They know to keep idle chatter minimized during combat. And I can bellow with the best DIs.
A fair point. I suppose the design has no chance of becoming standard. No need to worry about a generation of recruits learning things bass-ackwards. I had to shake my head at that drive core of yours. 120 billion credits of element 0 to make this thing able to move without giving itself away. You realize we could make drive cores for 12,000 fighters with that money? What good is it to hide for a few hours anyway? Useless.
Men of limited vision said the same thing about early aircraft, submarines, and tanks.
There's two ways I could take that, Commander, but that is true. I suppose the early U-boats weren't much better. And we need to talk about your crew, Commander. Krogan? Asari? Turians? What are you thinking, Commander? You can't allow alien nationals free access to Alliance equipment?
I'm Normandy's commanding officer. The regs state I have the authority to say who does and doesn't come aboard. If you disagree, send a complaint up the chain of command.
Sophistry, Commander. You know I'm right. You want them on board that bad? Fine. Don't quote regs at me. You have anything else to say, Commander? Any other justifications for the state of this vessel?
None, sir.
Very well. I don't agree with any of this, but your reasons seem sound. I'll be submitting a report to the Joint Military Council. It will not be as negative as I'd planned. Good hunting, Commander Shepard. Make us proud.
Yeah, you don't talk shit about the Normandy on my watch. You can insult me, but the Normandy is special. That's my damn ship.
Coming up in a report later today, Emily Wong investigates corruption on the Citadel and uncovers a full-blown crime syndicate.
That's it, huh? Okay.
Commander Shepard, sorry to bother you. This is Lieutenant Girard down in the docking bay. There's a woman here. She was rescued from Batarian slavers a few weeks ago. She is from Mindwar.
If you'd like to leave the stream, you should probably do it now. This is a very sensitive quest. This is a quest where Shepard helps a very suicidal woman who was kidnapped by slavers. And I'm gonna get this out of the way now because it is heart-wrenching.
She's been a slave for the past 13 years? Is she alright?
Not really. She's a little messed up. She got free somehow, grabbed a gun from one of my guys. Now she's holed up here in the docking bay. She says she wants to die. I hoped you'd talk to her. It's a long shot, but I figured maybe you could talk her out of her tree.
Notice that one of your options is simply let her do it, because you can be the worst person in the entire fucking galaxy if you choose to.
I'm on my way, Lieutenant. Sit tight.
Anything you could do would be great. I don't want to. She's been through enough. I'll have my men stand by for you.
So we're gonna go fix this. Not like that. That was the wrong button.
You Quarians messed up the whole galaxy when you let the Geth break free. Do your people ever talk about it?
Do the Krogan talk about starting a foolish war that resulted in the Turians sterilizing your people?
All the time.
Guys, later? Later on that, please? You can start Fight Club, like, some other time. We got stuff here.
Commander, glad to see you.
I wish it were under better circumstances. Where is she?
Behind those shipping containers. I've got a sniper position, but I don't think we'll need him. She's only a danger to herself. We've got a sedative to calm her down, but we can't get close to her. Every step we take gets her more wound up.
I hope I don't need it. Tell your men to stand by.
Don't push her too hard. If she seems liable to pull the trigger, back off, or walk away. I am willing to wait her out. Good luck, Commander.
Fun trivia. This quest alone is why I have that unlock every red and blue check mod. I don't want to find myself short when I need it. So, this is I Remember Me, and it's one of the most well-known quests.
Stop! Stop! What are you?
My name is Shepard. Lieutenant Girard sent me to talk to you. What's your name?
Animals don't get names. The Masters put their symbols on her. Hot metal all over her back. She screams when they do it.
You must have a name. A name you were born with. Can you remember it?
She remembers a lot of things. Talitha. They call her that. She doesn't remember the rest. Leave her alone.
How did you get here? Did you escape?
She can't escape. They have chains, wires, needles. You go too far, they take your brains away. Animals like her come. Animals with guns. They make the Masters explode. She tries to fix the Masters so they won't be mad at her. She puts all the reds and purples back in, but they don't move. The other animals take her.
You were afraid. All you'd known for 13 years was the Master's abuse, so you tried to heal them.
She doesn't want to see other animals. They're not real. They can't be real. They can't see her. If the animals can see her, then this is real. But it can't be. The wires, the chains, the hitting. This doesn't happen to her. It's another girl. A dirty girl. Stupid girl. She deserves it. It happens to her. Doesn't it? They see her, so it's real. She doesn't want it to be real.
I'm gonna take a step towards you now, okay?
No, she's no good. Don't want to be handled again.
What's the last thing you remember from Mindoir?
Fires. Smells of smoke and burning meat. Animals screaming as the Masters cage them. As they put the metal to their backs. Put the wires in their brains. She pretends to be dead. If she's dead, she can't work. But they know. She hopes they'll leave. But they put her in the pen. She didn't fight. She was already broken when they put the wires in.
Talitha, you were what, 6 years old? No one blames you for staying quiet and hoping they go away. The only person blaming you is you.
She wants to believe that. She wants to believe nothing would change. She doesn't want to be there anymore. In the pen, in the cages, lying quiet while they do things to her.
I'm gonna take a step towards you now, okay?
She doesn't want... Don't touch her!
What happened to your parents?
She sees them. They're yelling, "Run! Hide!" They hit the Masters. But the Masters, they have lights and hoses. Daddy's... he's melting! Shh! She doesn't want to see that! Don't make her look! Don't look! Stupid, stupid!
I know it hurts, Talitha. I'm sorry. But you need to deal with this. What happened to them? Think.
When she thinks, water comes out of her eyes. The Masters beat her when she wastes water. So she doesn't think anymore. She sees them. Mommy and Daddy. Burning in white light, melting, going to pieces. They can't even say anything to her. They're dead, Shepard. They try to save her and the Masters burn them. Can she stop remembering now, please?
I'm gonna take a step towards you now, okay?
Please don't touch her. She's dirty. You'll catch it.
Talitha, this will make you sleep. If you fall asleep, they'll take you to a place where you can get better.
Will she have bad dreams?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I just don't know.
She'd like that. It hurts when I remember me. But she wants to remember.
So I promise that next time we'll get back to shooting space robots and, driving the Mako over things.
Is it over, Commander?
I got her to take the sedative.
Thanks, Commander. That means a lot. I didn't want to hurt her. It's just... when I see her curled into a ball and shivering... She was only 6 when they took her. Why the hell are we out here if we can't even keep one little girl safe?
Bad things happen to good people, Lieutenant. That's why you and I are here. Don't wring your hands over her. Help her.
Yes, ma'am. Thanks for your help, Commander. We are taking her to a counseling center. They'll help her get better.
So next time we will get back to shooting space robots and driving the Mako over things. But, you know, actual next time will be Terra Nova. Terra Memoria. But, for right now, thank you all for attending. Thank you for staying till the end, and I will see you, tomorrow. Good night, everybody.